this seems to be one of the motions that is very critical, that tend to expose some of the ills in our society. But I wish my colleague, while commending him, has gone into more detailed study of the past activities of donor agencies in Nigeria with statistics, and to understand how much we have gotten through donor agencies and what's the impact of that fund in our lives. If you do that and announce it to this Senate, it might be mind-boggling and literally earth-shaking. I have had experiences myself, and I thought it was a culture or a tradition in our nation. But I call this another form of colonialism, what I call neo-colonialism. And until we correct this, we might not be making any impact for generations yet unborn. No nation, Mr. President, no nation can grow from outside. Every nation must grow from within. So we must be careful how we collect aid before it turns to AIDS. I said this because what we're getting right now in terms of aid, when you go back and see what they have done with it, is not commensurate with the amount of money we have collected. So the money comes and goes back in the same way it has come. What that means, Mr. President, is that before we also blame the donor agencies alone, it takes two to tango. They can't be operating without our locals. Our locals have made themselves experts in dealing with this country the way they like. And so, I wish my colleague will do more detailed job on this. And this has also characterized what is happening in this country, which has worried me so much as a person, and I don't have a way to express it. Thank God for being a senator, but I can express myself. In the first place, the same style we have adopted from the masters outside is what we are practicing. Today in Nigeria, nobody talks about achievement, they talk about the paperwork. So the paperization of Nigeria is the worst form of corruption in the history of this country. I'm sure what has come as aid in Nigeria is not less trillions of naira, but you cannot justify anything to show for it. This happens in state governments. This happens in federal government. This also happens even in NDDC. The worst part of it is also NDDC, local here. That you see people raise billions of naira, you cannot see 5,000 naira job being done. But the paperwork is okay. They call it due process of award of contract. And what I call due process of corruption. So this is what we have emulated from these masters outside, and we're planting that, and that's the major destructions of our nation. I, as a governor, Mr. President, I, as a governor, could easily say in Imo State in a year, I received a sum of 400 billion naira. Maybe after 400 billion naira, I'll spend 280 billion naira for salaries and recurrency. Nigeria should be able to hold me accountable and the people. What have I done with 120 billion? Can I show it on ground? Until we begin to look at people who can say, look at what we have done with the money we've given to you, we're joking in this nation. So this will dovetail into so many things when we go into it. But coming back to these donor agencies, I was the president of Red Cross of Nigeria. I'm satisfied with the way Red Cross does their things. They give you the money, give you support. But all this, call it World Bank, whatever you call it, we need to look at the methodology and how to do things. I had gotten about 23 billion naira donor agencies fund as a governor. One of them is to do erosion of 9-point-something billion naira. And I know what I saw, trying to resist that. And I know the number of this I got everywhere in this country. We must be careful before we destroy this nation for generations yet unborn. So this topic is very topical. And I will ask my colleague to go back and do more research work with statistics so that they expose these ills in our society. Thank you.